My fellow Americans, we find ourselves in the season of giving, of love, and engulfed in the spirit of the holidays. Throughout all of this, we are still shrouded in the sexual assault allegations that are going on. So much so that a second yet very prominent wave of victims have come forth under the supportive and inclusive group entitled #MeToo. Rightly so, with social media being the platform which gives voices to the once masses who found themselves voiceless to the crimes that were protected by the darkness of non-communication, especially on such a global scale, are now being brought to light. To that end, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention a new group I was starting. This isn't to shed light away from the Me Too group, no. This is more so to have victims unite against offenders whom they might have in common. I call this group #SameGod. While you think this may not apply to you, think again. It applies to us all. As I see it, we all belong to this group. We have been victimized by a villain so great, I dare not speak his name, to give power or anything else to that son of a bitch. His acts span beyond sexual misconducts. Some of his crimes include children and animals. Allow me to read off a few of his crimes: breaking and entering, stalking, domestic abuse, threats, bribery. He has a hand in prostitution, so I'm truly convinced that he's a pimp, and he probably has gang affiliations, wearing all that red. But the two biggest crimes of all is child slave labor and animal cruelty. He forces children to work in one of the biggest sweatshops on earth. I mean, you call them elves or little people, but I know children when I see them. He's horrible to animals. He gets them hopped up on angel dust and makes them drive him to your houses. What's worse even still is he had taken advantage of one in particular. One of his reindeer has a big-ass tumor on his nose, and instead of allowing him to do his chemo in peace, what does he do? He makes him lead his sleigh. What an asshole, am I right? There are songs that canonize his crimes. Think about it. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. What the fuck? And there's even threats. You better watch out. You better not pout. You better not cry. I'm telling you why. But what do? We turn a blind eye to it because he bribes us with toys and says that if we don't be good, basically remaining silent, we'll get a lump of coal. Hardcore. It's been working for centuries. Well, not anymore. His reign is coming to an end. I'm going to get closer because I'm hoping that he's watching. And if he is, this is my message to you. Look here, you fat son of a bitch. Your days are numbered.